I'm Graham Van Tighem, work for the Yukon Fish and Wildlife Management Board, and I'm currently on the Porter Creek Secondary School bison hunt. We spotted, it looks like about 45 bison on the top of a hill, which is typically where they are at this time of year. And it's early in the day, so it's a pretty ideal situation that we're in right now.
There's like a big open meadow.
Yeah.
That's where the trail starts. And so you'll see there's like a big open meadow that's like a couple hundred meters wide.
Okay.
And then the trail cuts off to the right there.
So we spotted a big group of bison, approximately 40 animals, about 8 kilometers away. And so we slowly worked our way towards them with the snowmobile. And we realized that we're way up on a mountain, so we snowmobiled all the way around the backside of the mountain, parked our snowmobiles quite a distance away, and we started to stalk. We followed their tracks from where they had last been, and as we came up on the hill, fortunately 3 of the group of 40 kind of split off.
You can see his tongue like flipping out in this shot here, it's wild.
And there was kind of a lone bull bison walking on the front end of the ridge line, so I laid down with my gun and laid it on top of my backpack, made some good shots, and the bison went down right away. We have to make sure that it stays down first off. So generally after I've shot, I'll stay in the same spot for a good few minutes to make sure it doesn't stand up again. After that, we approached the bison and got to within about 50 yards, and this is kind of a critical phase when it comes to approaching a downed animal. And I think it's important to emphasize that when an animal like a big animal like a bison is down, it's important to approach it slowly and carefully. You have to keep the animal in view the entire time. I generally approach the animal from the back. I'll walk towards it slowly, make sure it's not breathing. You watch the chest to see if it's rising and falling. Well, I can see it's not breathing, so I'll approach it carefully and slowly. And then I'll approach it as I get close enough to it. I'll poke the back end of it with the barrel of the gun to make sure it doesn't move. If nothing happens at that point, I'll proceed to the front of the animal. And generally, you touch the barrel of the gun to the eye. If the eye blinks, you know the animal's still alive. If it doesn't blink, it's generally done. What I would like to do when I'm going to deal with an animal is I'll put one more shot, usually just in the head or just behind the head. That's the quickest way to dispatch the animal, and it's the humane way of doing it. Often when you're shooting an animal, a person will zoom their scope up to a higher power, like an 8 or a 10 or a 12 power. So as you approach the animal, make sure you zoom your scope out to the lowest setting, and that way you can guarantee that if the animal stands up, you'll be able to shoot it again and be able to actually see it in the scope.